You see audio settings?
I do not.
Let's leave it alone. We'll pretend we can hear the bass.
You know what?
That'll be great. Let's check Carla. Play a little and sing a little for us, Carla.
Oh, play a little, sing a little, play a little, sing a little, play a little, sing a little, play a little, sing
Perfect.
a little, play.
I think the whole thing can come up a little bit. Have you got a little more volume?
Yeah.
I think my pre-mobile is dying.
No.
It's only 20 years old too, so young.
It can't even vote yet. No, it can vote. It can't buy beer.
Play a little, sing a little, play a little, sing a little, play a little, sing a little.
Sure, why not? Love it. Thank you very much.
You win.
Wish you wouldn't drag this out so much.
Well, Bob's got things to do.
Well, ever since that B was taken out of your name, we don't have to do anymore.
That's right. Lighten the
Yes,
load.
the good news is you won the contest. The bad news is we don't know who you
I
are.
don't know who won. Yes. Now, are they going to fix that?
I think I'm gonna fix it. I'm just gonna go with it.
What?
I'm gonna make that my new name.
I was going to say, if something happens, oh, Flip is coming back. He left.
All right.
Maybe he's getting on a computer.
Maybe. Wouldn't that be something?
Sorry.
Okay.
That's
I kinda
okay.
like it.
Did you
Carla
get on
Ulbrich.
something else or same phone?
No, my phone disconnected. You know what? Don't worry about the bass. I'll just
Okay.
do it set.
I already decided not to worry about the bass.
Isn't it
If you
all
want to
about
play
the
it, you
bass?
can. If you don't. Either way.
Well, if you
Yeah.
can't hear it, it kind of defeats the purpose.
We can't hear it.
No, we enjoy watching you play something we can't hear.
Yeah, hold it up real high and
If,
pretend you're
if
playing.
if you like that, you should see what's going
Yeah.
on below the waist.
Pretend you're on Saturday Night Live in 1982.
God knows
Yeah,
we
sorry,
love
Flip.
seeing what's going on below the waist in this show, let me tell you.
Oh my.
Hey, everybody.
We should
By
have an
the way,
episode that's strictly below the waist. Let's see what
technical
that
note.
looks like.
I can go to Facebook. So remember, without talking, when we go to Facebook and share the show. Share the
Yeah.
show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody do that.
Bradley Tassell and share the show. We're going to try that again.
And mute it.
And mute. Yeah, mute. Yeah, no, but just turn your volume down on your phone or wherever, because you have to probably share it on a different thing than what you're watching this on.
3 minutes.
Yes,
Yep.
3 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking.
Are you recording, Brad?
Yes, I
Yes,
am
please
recording.
recording.
I am recording. So I'm
Alrighty then.
recording. Got my Tigger tie on and my. Somebody put another animal head on my wall. I didn't even notice it. Just
Wow.
a cow or something. I was like, where'd that come from? Patty, we're no Patty yet.
All we need is Patty. Hi, Ray.
Does Patty know
Hey,
she's going to be?
hey,
It's
Steve.
Bob.
Hello,
I
Ray.
haven't seen
Hello,
Bob.
everybody. Hi, everybody.
I have
Happy
not
Monday.
reminded Patty. I will now.
It's Ray, everybody. Ray and Marty. Oh my gosh, Marty and Paul and Chuck and
Trying to be like.
you said you're contacting Patty. Remind
Yeah,
her
I'm
that she
bugging her.
often comes here. Hey, Bob. It's Bob,
Hello.
everybody.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Well, it's Bob's front, but he's again here.
Any part of
I will
Bob's
do
good
the
to have.
bass.
All right, let's see it.
You know what I might do? I might play bass that you can't see to be able to hear mine and not see it.
Airbase.
Here's an idea, Steve. While he's doing his thing, you play the bass.
That's what I was just saying.
Yes.
Almost exactly.
You want Steve to play the bass while you're doing it?
I do get union scale if I play an instrument. You know that, right?
Yes. And scale for this show is less than the amount you would have gotten.
I get half a box of jujubes.
That's right.
I never had jujubes.
Well, you have if it's Shabbat, you can have them.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you send them here to Hawaii?
There's also the Palestinian bees, but that's different.
No, if you're gonna say it right, it's Palestinian bees.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Yes.
Can you hear? By the way, I just put in my earbuds. Can you hear the bass with the
Let's go.
earbuds in?
Nope.
I literally
Really?
hear nothing now. The bass.
Okay.
We're 1 minute.
Does Steve? Oh crap!
Hello.
I'm not even halfway there.
He's busy
Yeah, it's
making
almost-
jokes about the
Okay,
Middle East,
everybody,
not
be
doing
ready
his
to
job.
go.
Yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock.
It's all gonna be fine. Episode 214. Still don't know what we're doing.
And
If
no
we
one
knew what
cares.
we were doing, it wouldn't be as much fun.
If we knew what we were doing, we might make some money.
So true, Alice.
Carla, I'm gonna put your regular name. Okay, I'm gonna go then. Are we ready?
Okay.
Get ready to go. Everybody,
25 seconds.
it's 45. Whoops, I went early.
25.
Oh, 20.
seconds.
We're live already.
Okay, good. Hey, we're live. I'm
We're
leaving.
live, and so will everybody now share the show as we're live.
Great
everybody,
idea.
We're live. Yay, welcome. Are we all good? Everybody happy? Everybody good?
So happy.
I hope we're live. Well, hey, I did want to say that when I was young, something about entertainment. When I was young, I told my mom I always wanted to dance, but I was nervous about it. And she said, dance like no one is watching. I think you've all heard that before. And I said, really? And she said, yes, trust me. I've seen you dance and no one is watching.
Hey.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian Flip Schultz, plus funny songs from
Carla Ulbrich.
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez.
Most likely.
And much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Yay! I wanted to appear. There's me appearing.
What was that?
That was me appearing. I came
nice.
from down there.
All right.
From below the belt, as we
Love
said. Below the belt. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show with your stars, Steve Goodie and Patti Vasquez, who just came in, and me, I'm
Yay.
Brad Tassell. So we're all here. That's good. We are the best reason to go to work on Monday, because when you come home to watch this show, you can't wait to get back to work on Tuesday.
That's so true.
There you go. It's so true. So anyway, I am super excited this week because we rarely get this level of fame or talent on the show. TV star, worldwide comedian genius, and Flip, didn't you open for George Carlin for a while?
Hi, Brad. Briefly, I actually opened for Carlin when he toured Florida back in 2000, 2001.
Wow.
That is one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life. I hope he was nice to you.
He was very nice, very supportive. Actually gave me an 8th word I can't say on TV.
Oh, wow. Can't say it here either. I'm sorry. Now, somebody told me, and I don't know who it was, that he just told you to do whatever you wanted. Like
Yeah,
time-wise. Just do an hour if you want.
yeah. I basically, like, we were working a theater in Florida. I did a good 45 minutes.
Wow.
Then there was a intermission, and then Carlin did like 10. We called it a night.
Hey, and they loved it. They paid big money for that. So
They loved
that is
it.
amazing. Thank you so much. And also, we're excited to have our New Jersey Comedy Festival winning superstar who just changed her name to Carla Ulbrich, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful. Ulbrich. Ulbrich sounds like an odd, I don't know. I like Ulbrich better. So, but if you get famous, you'll keep it. And I think that's fantastic. Okay. So now a word from this week's sponsor, Secondhand Coffins. They are half priced because they're already half full of the dead. You save, and also Grandpa gets a buddy for the afterlife. Secondhand coffins. You could never dig up a deal this good, but we can.
You gotta remember that for the Halloween show.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. Secondhand coffins. Okay. I don't know
Do you
why
bury the
I wrote
competition?
that or why I came up with that. I was just sitting here today and I thought, I wonder if there's anything called secondhand coffins out in the world. So, all right. Hey, my brother's back. Okay. Hey, now, by the way, today, Flip, by the way, how many cruises are you doing a year? 100?
Not quite, but I just, since 2014, and if you count the year and a half off because of COVID, I just did my 157th cruise.
Wow. That's
And I
amazing.
have about 19 more this year, or 18 more this year. So,
I have done almost 900 cruises.
Man.
wow.
I know.
A
I did
lot.
56 a year for 4 years. 56 a year. I know. And yesterday I flew back from Baltimore, where I came into port on the Carnival Pride and was ready to see the devastation from the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. I was standing on the deck, a tear in my eye, video recording for TikTok ready to go, singing the Star Spangled Banners. I waited to see the huge warped metal girders sticking out of the water like iron tentacles, you know, trying to, like an angry beast, trying to pull down ships in revenge. I was maybe a random car pierced through the center, dripping radiator fluid into the sea, and nothing there. It's beautiful.
No.
Took it all out.
They did pretty quick.
I know. It was, I mean,
Those selfish people.
I know. It's all cleaned out, and stupid fish and chips are just waving at us with their flirtinis. You know, hey, I'm telling you,
Wait,
Baltimore,
there was fish and chips.
That's what I thought he said.
that's right, fish and chips. Yeah, they gave us
Wow.
free fish and chips as we drove through.
That's-
Can you believe it?
That's
Although-
nice.
What I'm angry about is, you know, you'd think they'd let us rubberneck a little longer. You know what I mean? Like, go see, just leave it like Escape from New York for a little while, you know, or leave that big hunkin' cargo ship all torn up and something to gawk at, but no war zone at all. So thanks, Biden. Okay. All right. So next, the Tony Awards were last night. Who watched?
Everybody.
Everybody at Lincoln Center. And by the way, one of Janet's ex-students is the director of Lincoln Center, and her husband has a musical that is going to Broadway. But at Lincoln Center, and the winners included for Best Musical, Angela Jolie, oddly enough, who produced the new musical based on the novel The Outsiders. I hope you saw that. Jolie decided to work on the show because Outsiders is what she and her kids have made Brad Pitt do during the holidays. Can't come in the house.
Bye.
I know. Seemed like
Stay
a good
gold,
fit.
Brad Pitt. Stay
I
gold.
know.
That joke
All right.
definitely gets a Tony.
That's right. Hey, many thought that the musical Suff, did you see that? Suff, about the years leading up to the women winning the right to vote, would be Best Musical. A highlight of the show was when one of the producers, who was Hillary Clinton is one of the producers of that show. She came out to introduce a piece from the musical called "Put It Back in Your Pants, Bill." It was a
Oh.
Wow.
30 years, not long enough.
Hasn't she suffraged enough?
Yes, she's suffragated enough at this point. All right. Hey, did you see this? 81-year-old President Biden and 78-year-old 34-time felon Donald Trump will have their first debate on CNN June 27th.
Wow.
Wow. That's
My
incredible.
birthday.
I know. That's your birthday?
Yeah,
Wow. I think they planned that.
Yeah.
they
So,
did.
you know, I'll tell you this too. Odds makers are saying the most used word for the night will be, huh? Huh? What? Okay.
Get out of my
Now,
coffin.
This debate will have more rules than most debates. The first being that each candidate can only stop the proceedings for one depends change. Neither will be drinking a lot before the contest. Yep. Also, the microphone of the person not speaking will be muted, and there'll be no audience. If only they would not televise it and leave them in the room alone for the next 6 years with no cameras. It'd be
Perfect.
perfect. I know. All right. That was a little funnier than it shouldn't have been. Okay. Great. Sounded cute when I wrote it.
It was virtually comedy.
Virtual comedy. Hey, the LA Times, everybody's favorite newspaper. The LA Times is asking readers to tell them about their happy place in LA. That's right. Everybody think about your happy place in LA. And the majority say it's LAX, just as the plane's taking off for somewhere else. Flip used to live in LA. Anybody else? Oh, Steve used to live in LA.
That's correct, sir.
And
Yep.
Chuck wants to move to LA.
All right.
I don't know. Does she?
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Why would anybody want to go there?
It's not the
I
LA.
like it.
This is the sweetest thing.
Oh, yeah, Sulu lives there.
Oh yeah, Sulu lives in LA. LA, do you like it? It's LA, Sulu?
It's fine. It's overpriced. The gas is expensive. There's crime.
Oh, sounds
I
lovely.
like the
can't
comedy
wait.
clubs.
We're moving on out, and everything's expensive.
Chuck wants to come. She can come.
Aw, she come live with you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're lazing through this monologue, aren't we? Here we go. This is sweet. Joe Biden sent a card to Jimmy Kimmel's son along with a stuffed commander dog after his open heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that sweet? The young Kimmel's heart is healing nicely, and the nurses have dressed the wound on his arm where the president's stuffed dog bit him. You had to have seen that joke coming, right? Oh, this is, I love science. Alice, you're a wonder in the world. My daughter is identifying bees down in Mississippi. Researchers at Harvard University are speculating that aliens have been and are walking among us on Earth. Yeah. They may also inhabit the moon and live underground. Have you heard that? And they could have been here for thousands of years and may be descendants of unknown intelligent dinosaurs. And these researchers are likening them to earthbound fairies and angels. Isn't that wild? These are Harvard researchers. Said one of the researchers on the team, these fentanyl mushrooms are so much better than LSD, bro. That's what he said.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Country legend George Strait, who I think everybody loves. Bob Hicks, you love the George Strait? You look like you do.
Heck yeah.
He has broken the record for the most tickets sold in one night, 110,663 in attendance at his recent show in Texas. That is a lot of tickets. I know. It was an amazing show. George Strait is a legend. The only downside was redneck internet trolls will be unable to get any clickbait when they say Kid Rock and Jason Aldean's Take Back America tour sold more. Y'all follow that. Whenever Taylor Swift has a show, there's 50 memes that say those two sold, and they couldn't sell at a trailer park. All right. But they do drink Bud Light. All right, we've only got 33 more.
Okay.
An investigation is underway to see why Southwest Airlines, a flight plunged down to the ocean to only 400 feet from thousands of feet before rapidly climbing. That is scary. An internet leaked memo said a newer pilot inadvertently pushed the controls forward. Passengers were shaken by the experience, but they said it was still half as bad as the airline's idiotic boarding process. Group B may now fight over the last two aisle seats. Go. Hey, this is so amazing. Everybody, you had to have seen this in the news today. U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy has called for tobacco-style warnings on social media platforms.
Wow.
That would alert young people to the dangers of secondhand TikTok dancing. It is amazing. Amazing. But really, no, there truly is. There's a lot of science and research that says the misinformation online can be helped if there's a message that on the light, like if there's a message like, looking at this site may cause you to buy cheap Chinese merchandise from a convicted felon. See, that's right up there. It can go a long way to curing a debilitating condition known as gullible ignoramus cultitis. Which only gets worse with age and causes fear to lead to panic when exposed to high levels of toxic quinine and Joe Rogan nicotine, Rogatine,
Wow.
Rogatine, and
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the new warning messages on the sites will include social media by rural white grandparents may cause your kids to make other plans for Thanksgiving. Lastly, the last warning that you're going to see on these new sites to stop the sites, it says, this site may give you the mistaken belief that Kevin Sorbo can act and is being blackballed for his views and not his lack of talent. Side effects include misjudging the abilities of Scott Baio and Rob Schneider. And if you ever say one of these men if you ever wonder why they haven't gotten an Oscar, seek professional help immediately. Okay. Steve Goodie, come on
It's
in.
Brad Tassell, everybody. Brad Tassell.
Yeah, that was
Very nice.
That was
Man.
worth all of our time. So
Yes, that hour went by. It felt like 15 minutes.
it felt like 2 minutes. That 2
It
hours.
really, really did.
Yes.
Hey, before we do the top 10, I want to run a commercial. I'm gonna do this because I've sold out. A little commercial for a show I'm doing in July. And Brad, if you can make it, it would be dandy to have you here. Here's how-
What day?
It's Al, the weird tribute, and how Daniel Radcliffe got mixed up in this nonsense.
I'm Steve, and I like funny songs.
How come you're always such a fussy young man? Don't want no Captain Crunch, don't want no Raisin Bran.
And I love Weird Al.
Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Yeah.
And Daniel Radcliffe played Weird Al.
It's all in the movie Weird, which everyone should see.
They're making a Weird Al biopic. But who would play Al? Why? Danny Radcliffe, of course.
And I found a way to do a show with these two geniuses.
We're celebrities, and we're Taylor and Steve.
Yes, it's going to be a magical evening of songs and stories, and Steve pretending to hang out with his two idols, whom he's never met.
And frankly, probably never will.
With help from me, Bob.
And that's why.
I'm gonna do this show till I fall down unconscious. Al, the weird tribute, and how Daniel Radcliffe got mixed up in this nonsense.
All I'm saying is, Sulu, get your air ticket now.
How Sue, fly in. How have you not met Weird Al?
I've met
He
him.
has.
Oh, you have met him. I was saying
Just don't, why do you do that? You
I
ruin
don't
the magic.
know. I thought
Why ruin the magic? I have so little magic.
that does not ruin the magic.
No, the magic is in this shirt, which is so Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Brad, and my dad.
I didn't do any Father's Day stuff, but I'll
You
tell
didn't
you
do a
this.
thing.
If you go to that show July 17th, you can buy a secondhand coffin. Okay, go
There
ahead.
you go. Yeah, and a tie that blends into a shirt better than Brad's does, which is
That's
incredible.
right. I went with the
Wow.
muted colors. Go
All right,
ahead. Do your thing.
let's do the top 10. Here we go. Done 214 of these things, and I think I'm losing my mind. When I go to think up a new topic for top 10, it gets so very meta so quickly. I sometimes write these top 10 lists on my phone, and my phone is one of those where you can swipe when you're typing. You don't have to type with the fingers, you can swipe the letters, and very often it gets it wrong, and with interesting results. So this top, have I said these jokes write themselves? This list actually wrote itself. Top 10 autocorrected versions of the phrase top 10. Try to type the word top 10, and different things come out, so let's have a look. Number 10, Rip Torn.
Okay.
Number 9, Toy Toto. Number 8, Shark Battery. Now, that doesn't even make sense.
No.
Number 7, Topic Eric. Very often sideways, if I'm being honest. Number 6, Yes, You. The top 10 autocorrected versions of the phrase top 10. Number 5, Tutu. Number 4, Thursday.
Have a very merry Thursday.
All right.
I miss it.
Number 3, Up Turtle.
Your turn.
Number 2, Yep, Typo. And the number 1 autocorrected version of the phrase top 10, Stop Topless Teen. Yep, Eric, today's Thursday.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time.
All right, that's enough. Brad, I think this might be our weirdest show.
I think that's possible.
Well,
hey,
right.
you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody out there in Facebook land and our friends in the show here, if you have an idea for a top 10 list, send it in.
Yeah.
Just put it on Steve's page or my page and
Yeah.
Maybe experience some true.
Hey, who's talking?
whatever he's saying.
I'm muting your brother.
Yep.
Hey.
You know what? That's the way to go. Hey, speaking of muting my brother,
Yeah.
let's ask Patty to
Patty around here somewhere?
She is. She's
There
right
she is.
there.
Patti Vasquez!
Hello. I'm gonna sit in the corner. Hi, everybody.
Sitting
Hi.
in the corner with you.
All right.
Are you ready?
Are you
I
ready?
think so. Let's go.
Should we just go? Okay, let's go.
It's time for a Patty Melt with Patti Vasquez, From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, to folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's melting down, it's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Mel.
He's wearing a hat.
I know, it's so surprising, isn't it? I'm
I like
also wearing a Dolly Parton shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Some of you might remember last year, there were people who were so enraged by the vision of rainbows at Target that they were destroying displays, and Target like withdrew all of their items, including, by the way, some artists who put out some really nice t-shirts and shirts and t-shirts and socks and all kinds of fun stuff, backpacks and water bottles, which I actually bought at a discount. So I guess that was a bonus for them going crazy and destroying things. But the only LGBTQ plus for Pride Month that Target had in my neighborhood was a Dolly Parton shirt that says, the way I see it, if you want rainbows, you got to put up with the rain, right? Only there's no rainbows. It's flowers. So, all right, I guess that's the best we can do. So I don't get any of that stuff. I don't get the, I hate rainbows. You're forcing it down our throats. And yet what is happening with Christianity and right-wing extremism, we're fine. It's all great. It's, if you don't say we believe in God, you don't belong here. Okay, so here's what I want to come talk about. To Steve's point, after how many episodes we've done, I do a different rant every month, every week. Can we do it every month? Is that our next thing? No?
Sure, why not?
I'm kidding.
Are you saying you want that?
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm good with every week. I even asked my husband. I was like, should I start? By the way, I did ask Steve. I'm like, should I stop doing the Monday show? He goes, no. He goes, I just forget that you're doing it. So you have our blessing of my ranting and melting down every week. It's fine. I need some place to put it. By the way, speaking of melting, look, I was an athlete in grade school and high school. I love sports. I love baseball. I've been a softball player and baseball player since I was about 6 years old. I've been a swimmer. I've played basketball. I've never played soccer because that's hard. But also, tied games, that's BS. So I'm just saying that right now. But I have been a girl without a team for a couple of years, ever since the Ricketts bought the Cubs. If you don't know about the Ricketts who bought the Cubs, they are huge Trumpers. They've also Disneyfied Wrigleyville. And by the way, it's their toy. It's their money. You know what? Go do what you want to do. I just don't feel it anymore. So in the last few weeks, I've been hearing all this, actually a few months, ever since the college finals in the for basketball with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It was all kind of background noise. And, there was something about a John Cena face thing. I don't know what that was. And it seemed like it was both of them. And I didn't care. But I'm a Chicago girl, and I'm looking for a team. And I thought, I'll check out this game with Caitlin Clark and the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese and maybe Mavina Malbury and maybe Dana Evans and maybe Cardone. I'm just saying, I watched one game yesterday. Yes. You know what? Angel Reese came down hard after trying to block a shot. Yeah, she hit her in the head, and she got called the foul. And it was a legit call. But by the way, the headlines all said, she clobbered her. She whacked her. Nah, she was playing tough basketball. All I'm saying is I played basketball when I was 12, 13 years old. I was the center on my team, and I could pass. I could shoot, which is my coach told me all I could do. He goes, for the love of God, whatever you do, don't dribble. So I'm just saying.
My proctologist said that.
I know basketball, and it's pretty amazing. The WNBA, if you're not watching, unbelievable. So much fun watching. While I was watching the game, I'm like, I need a jersey. I need a T-shirt. I need a coffee cup. I'm buying all the things. All my Cubs crap in a box because screw the Ricketts. Sorry for another time. Okay, one more thing. That's my rant about the WNBA. Amazing. By the way, when you watch WNBA, there's no when you watch the NBA, these guys travel so much they ought to pack suitcases for how they handle the ball. That doesn't happen in the WNBA. All right. So thank you. Thank you, my basketball fans. One more thing before we go. Father's Day was yesterday, as you guys mentioned. I hope you all had a wonderful Father's Day. I have a wonderful husband who's a tremendous, tremendous father. You don't know that when you marry somebody. You're kind of like, I want to wear a pretty dress, and I like this guy. Maybe we'll spend our lives together. He's the guy. He's the one. And he's a wonderful father. He makes me want to be a better person every single day, and that's my husband. I will say this about my father. I miss him every day. And I know that there are folks who maybe had their first Father's Day without their dads. This is my 23rd. And I want to have a new holiday. Can we have a new holiday? Can we have it's complicated relationships holiday for people who've lost somebody, who are estranged. I'm not saying I don't talk to my sisters, but I don't talk to my sisters. And I need a holiday of all these like Facebook things like it's Sisters Day. And my sisters didn't come to my father's funeral. So I'm going to need a holiday for that is all I'm saying. Have a great day, everybody.
I think that's fair.
Right?
I think
That's
fair,
Messy
too.
Relationships Day, I think. Right?
I picture you without sisters. It's so weird that you have these sisters that are just not
And a brother.
Is that crazy?
Oh, do you want to hear the messiest of messiness?
What?
So I'll share this because maybe he'll see this. I don't know. So my brother doesn't believe. So I have a whole weird story, folks, of how my parents met. My dad was a cab driver. My mom's first day in the country. She got into his cab. They started dating. It's much weirder than that, but that's what you're going to get right now. But my brother, who was born in Mexico, thought that my mother had already prearranged it. So he has hated her since he was a teenager. He was 11 when I was born. So he's always angry at her. And okay, so this is really dark and I'm sorry, but my niece died of a drug overdose. She was 31 years old. I know it was horrible. But at her funeral, my brother was yelling at my mom about how bad of a mother she was. And my mom said, at least none of my children are dead from a drug overdose.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
I'm just saying, messy relationship holiday. I need that.
Kind of par for the course for your life, though. You've had a lot of that. You've had a lot of really dark stuff. I think we could.
You need your own Hallmark section.
Yeah, you need a show. You need a reality. You need a show like a drama that you write that every week just your life. I mean, my God, when's the book come out? I mean, this is just crazy.
I'm on. I have so the book is called Prayers and Pills.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, folks.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, back to what you're talking about. WNBA. I like that they're clickbaiting this stuff. Like, she knocked her in the face. More and more people are going to get their eyes in there watching the games when they're knocking them around, and maybe there'll be some rainbows up too. That'd be nice.
I just realized I can actually get media credentials to go to the games. By the way.
Oh my God, you could.
Ooh.
But I don't think I mentioned this. Yesterday it rained like crazy in the afternoon for like an hour here in Tennessee, and there was a great big rainbow. And for some reason I got furious.
Yes.
As you should.
The Tennessee State House tried to ban it. Get there.
There'll be no weather of any kind.
Yeah, and you have to do this every week. You make literally tens of dollars. It's amazing.
I know. I mean, so can I just say this for folks who contribute to this to our show? The money that I am grateful to receive, I often use for friends who are in situations that are beyond their financial means. So almost all my Venmo money goes to a friend of mine in California who has cancer. And also, to be honest, some of the campaigns of people who are fighting for people's freedom. So just so you know, every dollar that you send us, mine goes. And, sometimes maybe I buy something pretty. That happens too. But I'm just saying.
Mine goes to pay for this, Steve and I, to pay for the Zoom, to pay for the and internet.
And mine's all to WNBA merch.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday.
I pay $100 a week for the internet to do this. So it's that's great. So, well, thank Patti. Yay,
thanks, Patti.
Everybody. Okay, how do we get rid of her? Let's get her out of here.
Get rid of me. Bye.
We don't really want to get rid of her.
I'd
we just
like
have
her to
to
stay the whole show, but
I'm fine. I'll bring Carla and you get her out and everything.
You bring Carla.
Carla moved. I can't do anything.
I got her.
Okay, good.
All right.
Carla.
By the way, Flip, you're after Carla. Flip's,
I'm here to
Flip's
balance
got a
out
look
the
on his face.
perspective, representing terrible athletes. I played t-ball and I could only hit the tee.
Except the time the coach came up to help her, then she hit the ball.
One ball, yeah.
Then I hit the coach.
Yeah.
No, she hit two balls on that time.
Immediately, Carla comes in and we're down into the gutter. Okay.
Down in the gutter.
You know the drill here. Carla, we'll do an intro, then you'll play a song, then I'll play a song that answers your song, then you'll play another song. We'll keep doing this until Brad tells us to stop. Okay, here we go.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
He's also a very talented athlete.
Pack of lies. All right. I want to dedicate this one to Patti because I totally relate to the not the good athlete thing, to the messy, complicated relation, as we call it in my house, Christmas. Her name is Dorothy. She is your mother. And she carried you 9 months, which she has mentioned more than once. And at your wedding, she grabbed the mic there. And she felt compelled to say, hey, everyone, it's my birthday. And then she threw some shade about how you flunked 8th grade. Wow, this toast is incredibly awkward. What would you do that for? How do you cope when your mom's bananas? You smile for as long as you can, yeah. How do you cope when your mom's bananas? Undiagnosed, you just wish you could dose her 'cause she's loco. Out of her mind. Your mom's bananas. His name is Barry. He is your father. He can't deal with the female sex, so he just astrally projects. While mom is screaming, he says, pass the salt, please. And for the next 4 or 5 weeks, these are the only words he speaks until he cracks a beer and says, I just live here. I guess there's no way to reason with crazy, so what can you do? How do you cope when your mom's bananas? You smile for as long as you can, yeah. How do you cope when your mom's bananas? Would it have killed her if she had a filter, but she's loco? Out of her mind. Your mom's bananas. Her name is Kathy. She is your therapist. And when you talk about your mom, she just responds with a face palm. And after some sessions, you're feeling better. You go home for the holidays. Of course, mom hasn't changed her ways. Again, she brings up things so humiliating. You mutter something about dysfunction and she lost her mind. How do you cope when your mom's bananas? We are normal! I see that, I can, yeah. How do you cope when your mom's bananas? You know your place and yet I rest my case. Your mom is loco. Out of her mind. Don't speak your mind. Your mom's bananas.
Yeah. Wow. Is that a new one?
It's from last year. I was just afraid to play it. But
Why?
my mom
afraid?
has left Facebook, so.
There you go.
All right. This one will have very little to do with this. It does have a couple of major 7th chords, so I feel good about that.
We'll take it.
And yours is pretty new, and this one's 30 years old, and this is part of a medley that I've done fairly regularly, but I never get this far in the song to the part that relates to your song. So let's see how we do. This is dedicated to my hero, the late great Tom Petty, and it turns out he did hear this at one point. I didn't know this while he was alive, but a friend of mine who I still know hung out with him a couple years ago. He told me a couple years ago that while Tom was alive, he'd heard this song somewhere, and he laughed at it. Made me feel good, so we're gonna do this. We come from monkeys, we all know it. We don't talk too much about it. Ain't no real big secret. We came down from the trees and now we're grounded. Tommy, you got some really big teeth, buddy. I believe you got thumbs on your feet, 'cause you know that you look like a chimpanzee. No, that you look like a chimpanzee. That's where I would say everybody, but we're not going to do it because it's Zoom. Somewhere, somehow, somebody must have swung you around some. Who knows, maybe a safari came to the jungle, kidnap you, made you wear that stupid hat and dance around some. Tommy, please don't take it personally, buddy. You don't sing too articulately, and you know that you look like a chimpanzee. Know that you look like a chimpanzee. Tommy, you ain't the worst. A lot of rockers have evolved in reverse. Right now, a banana's a meal to you, but it's one of those things you gotta peel to be food. I'll stop there. I got to the banana part. That's really all that matters.
That's right.
Another one from Carla Ulbrich.
'Cause they like bananas. Yeah. All right. That was fun. And I already pre-planned my other songs, so how can I justify this?
You don't have to. Yours doesn't
no,
have
wait,
to follow
I'm
mine.
going to. I'm going
Okay,
to.
good. Then you better,
Yes.
because I was going to get upset.
I've changed on a dime. If you eat a lot of bananas, then this next thing will happen to you. Okay. This is also untested, so. I was telling Joey that I had to take a poo. He glared at me and then he shouted, "What is wrong with you? Do you have no discretion?" I said, "Certainly I do. There must be 50 ways to say you're pooping. 50 ways to say you're pooping. Just taking a dump, jump, dropping kids at the pool, Jewel, downloading some brownware, Monfrere, can you bring me a buck? Growing a tail, Dale, cutting some rope, Hope, drop it like it's hot, Scott, what's with the dirty look? He said, your euphemisms only make things worse. I really didn't need to hear it crafted into verse. And in fact, you may have noticed that all our friends dispersed. They don't need 50 ways to say they're pooping. 50 ways to say they're pooping. Like send it a fax, Max, unloose the caboose, Bruce, copping a squat, Scott, seeing a bald man with a cigar, feeding the fish, Trish, flexing my cheeks, geeks, making room for some lunch, butt munch. Hey, can you bring my guitar?
Enough!
50 ways to say you're pooping.
Yeah! I thought of a couple more while you're singing it. Pinching a loaf, Brad.
That doesn't rhyme.
That
Oh, it has to rhyme. Never mind. Never mind.
Oaf? You could be an oaf.
No, Brad.
Yeah,
It's got to be Brad.
There you go. Pinching a loaf, oaf. Yeah.
There's quite
Dropping a leaf, Steve.
You know it's.
I actually got a list of 1,500 from Toily. This could be a very long song.
We don't mention that guy's name on this show.
Oh, I'm taking care of some paperwork, Dirk. Laying some cable, Mabel.
That's a different thing.
Examining the perforation for the duration.
Baking some brownies, Robert Downey. That was it.
Well, we've really entered a whole new level of class here.
Yeah, wow.
Oh yeah, so classy.
This is a classy
You guys are
show.
gonna
Nobody
be
likes
so-
poop jokes more than Carla Ulbrich.
Okay, so let's finish up with, when do you do the New Jersey festival thing again?
Yeah.
Or is it over?
And what will your name be
It's a-
then?
Oh,
no,
I
who
thought
knows?
there's no
it
final?
was- what's that?
I thought there was like you head to head with the other person who won.
Yeah, well, what it was, they had 5 sets of 10
Yeah.
and 2 winners from each set. And then those final 10 competed this past Saturday. And they picked 2 winners. I was not one of them. So
I thought you were one of them.
I won one of the preliminary ones.
He's a finalist.
Got it.
Yeah, and then I went to the finals, so I was in the top 10. But I
Can't believe that happened. Did you do the poop song?
Yeah. Audition
No,
for
I
ships
did
with
not.
that one. Let me tell you, that's the perfect one when you get the ships. Do the poop
I
song.
like to go to a nice art theater and sing about poop. That's
right.
always a great.
I respect that. Hey, in honor of them spelling your name wrong and robbing you of your deserved title, we're doing a whole thing about misspelling names in a little bit, so stay tuned.
Oh, that's nice. So
It's going to be
and I'm
awesome.
going to add Flip while we're doing
Oh,
that. Hey,
good.
Flip.
Hey, it's Flip.
Schultz, everybody.
Hey, how
Do
you
you have
doing?
anything about poop you'd like to do tonight?
Drop in a deuce, Bruce.
All right.
Hey!
Or some buffalo chips, Flip.
Ah,
Some buffalo chips. What's come out? Hey, it's Joe's arm.
Yeah, Joe had a cameo in that song.
Wow.
That's
All
right.
right. He has
That's
the
great.
CPAP on as we speak. Okay. Hi, Carla.
Bye, Carla. You rock.
Hi, Flip. How you doing?
Hi, Flip.
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're just great. We're expecting 10 minutes about the toilet from you. That all right?
No,
And we're
you'll get
sorry
8
you've had to
minutes about
wait.
this, You'll love it.
You probably thought you were going to be on a lot earlier. So
Don't matter.
Okay, we have
He's
an
got nothing
intro
to do.
for
He's a
you.
bass player. I'll run this little intro, and then you give us 10 minutes of awesome. Here we go.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Flip Schultz with his bass.
Can you hear?
No.
Nope.
You still can. I moved it all closer. Nothing.
Zoom ain't gonna be your
That's
friend.
not what Zoom does. Zoom just cuts anything that is.
We'll fix it in post. Go ahead.
Fix it tomorrow.
All right. Well, you know what? Okay. So it's hard to tell, and you won't hear, but I play a little bass right here, and so I have these a lot of jokes in my act that just never fit my act. I have a dirty version, and then I have this one, which I'll be honest, they're silly. There are a lot of dad jokes. They're very stupid. They're the jokes that evoke a groan. Oh, and by the way, I know Steve's probably thinking I'm cheating because I'm using a pick. Most bass players would, slap the bass. I prefer to pick it. To me, the bass is like you don't slap it, you pick it. Is that a bass?
Yep.
All right. Oh, you know what, Steve? Perfect. Give me that, because I can't, if you guys can't hear this, you just give me that nice little bass riff. And what I'm basically going to do is tell some of these random, silly, stupid little dad jokes with Steve. Are you good for that, buddy?
Sorry. If you get sick of it, tell me and I'll stop.
Okay, well, but are you good playing?
Sure.
Cool. So with Steve on accompaniment, these are some basic jokes. Do you think Amish people are allowed to do the electric slide? Good opener. I was recently driving and I saw this piercing parlor, and this is true. Their phone number was 241 ouch. It's not very confident advertising, That's like a vasectomy clinic with a number 241 oops. This friend of mine had a baby, and she told me because she breastfed the baby that the baby's poo-poo didn't smell. I hear that from a lot of women. You breastfeed the baby, the poopy doesn't smell. And I'm thinking, man, if I could find some woman to breastfeed my father. I was actually dating this girl from Canada, and she was beautiful. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, this girl was like a 10. I mean, with the exchange age, it was really a 4, but whatever. Great, Steve. I miss my grandmother very much, I do. I used to call her Grams. Wasn't a nickname, it's because she sold me weed. I was in Italy. I had to go to Rome, and when I was in Rome, I actually got sick, and I went to the hospital. And when I got there, they gave me an IV, or as they call it, a 4. I'm gonna let that one simmer. Well, all right. This one's stupid. You ever notice how negative dolphins sound? They're always like. You're a positive dolphin. Just. All right. Okay. These are stupid. These are actually okay. These are kind of newer ones. Let's see how these work. This is my impression of Hamlet boarding a plane. To be, 3B, 4B, nope, 2B. That's my seat. First time I tried that one. All right. I was supposed to meet a friend of mine for Mediterranean food, and right at the last minute I had to cancel, and I swear I falafel about it. No. Reading.
Well, that's my favorite one.
All right, then you'll hate this one. I have a friend of mine. She's a seamstress. I've seen her work. It's, so-so.
Cute.
Come on. That is it's tailor-made for this show.
Wow. You hemmed it right in.
All right. Whatever happened to encyclopedia salesmen? There was a time in our country where there were men who would go door to door trying to sell encyclopedias. I bet the last of them are just in some bar getting drunk, just going, man, damn Google. It's also, ironic. I was dating a dyslexic contortionist. She was heels over head for me. I know, she hates that joke. She gets so bent out of shape. My pronouns are they, them, but that's only so I could drive alone in the carpool lane. I don't know why we measure. I don't know why we measure temperature in Fahrenheit. To me, that makes 0 sense. I'm sorry, 32 cents. I've recently developed an on and off relationship with my light switch. Do a couple more since they're killing. All right, let's try this one. I can write with either hand, but I don't care which one. I'm basically ambivalent. Here's my impression of a ghost going through puberty. Boobies. I'm just excited the Hamlet one worked. That was brand new.
The Hamlet was strong.
All right. All right. We'll do 3 more. So I actually read that when Tupac Shakur died, apparently this is true, some of his friends took his ashes and they rolled them up in joints and they smoked them. But they had to quit. You know why? They were up to 2 pack a day.
Oh, God.
I'm adorable. I really am. All right. I'd like to imagine that somewhere out there is the leader of the gay Hispanic movement who calls himself LGBTQ.
I hate.
All right. So I was in Sweden, and when I was there, I found out that they don't smoke marijuana. I asked them. I was in Stockholm. I said, "Do you guys smoke weed?" They go, "No, we don't smoke the marijuana." Well, that's not how they talk. But I thought that was amazing. I mean, just because the word weed is in the name of their country. Weed. You take the weed out of Sweden, all you got is sin. And as long as you're going to sin, smoke some damn weed, If you live in Sweden, you don't smoke weed? That's like living in China, but hating really nice plates. It's like living in Russia, but taking your time. It's like living in Hungary, but skipping dinner. I could go on.
Go on.
I will. Like living in Finland, but hating the end of French movies. One more. It's like living in Greece, but hating John Travolta. You guys have been fun. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
That was nice, Steve.
And I think Steve playing was probably a better idea.
Yeah. That's what we
Did
do
you hear
here.
it the whole time? Because Zoom doesn't like having two
No, it
things.
sounded great, Steve. Now, Carla, did you try to get the drum in there at some point? Carla?
I did not.
Oh, I heard
That
some.
would've
I
been
thought
nice, too.
somebody tried to get the drum in. Oh,
Hey, Flip, You and I
Yay.
had the same idea for a joke, although I think I took it a little bit further. Although I think yours is probably better. I used to say, if Kermit the Frog was unsure whether he was right-handed or left-handed, he would be ambivalent.
That's kind of the same thing.
Great stupid minds.
I've got.
By the way, Steve, do you know that I'm a huge Weird Al fan too? I actually toured with him.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Back when he had an opener?
This is back when he had an opener. Back in I opened for him once in '99, 3 times in 2000. No, 4 times in 2000.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah, but actually, he every time he comes down, every time I go see him in concert, I go back and I hang out with him. And Bermuda's a very good friend of mine.
I sat next to Bermuda for well over 20 minutes a couple of weeks ago.
Where was
I was sworn to secrecy. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sulu is Dr. Domeno's
one of the
right
sidekicks.
Sidekick
From the 70s.
from the 70s.
Oh, cool.
The Dr.
I actually had
Domeno
one of my
King.
songs on the Dr. Demento show.
There you go.
Oh.
So has Sulu
You were on
been
the
in
Gong
town?
Show too.
Yep.
I was
This
on the
dirty, the modern one with the dirty.
Sulu was on the original Gong Show.
Yeah, Sulu was on the
Oh,
original.
really?
But you've been on the 2 iterations. Of the
Mine
Gong
wasn't dirty. Yours
But
was
you were on twice, weren't you? The Gong Show?
Me?
Yeah. I thought you were on 2 times.
I was for a
Okay.
minute. Comedy Central brought it back,
Yeah.
and I was on as that with a bad ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Man.
And then I was on actually my last TV credit was 2016 when ABC brought it back.
Yeah, Mike
And
Myers
I actually
was-
got to be on there as my character, and I was riffing with Mike Myers, who was in character. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You know what is
I didn't know it
amazing
was
with
him at
so
first.
much comedy royalty right here that this show sucks so much.
Weird Al did not make the Gong Show audition. He wasn't writing parodies then. So it's very interesting. He went to one audition and then hadn't done it. But if
Yeah,
he
he wasn't writing songs yet. He was laying linoleum, which was not as funny.
Chuck Barris did not find that funny.
No,
So
not even a
Sulu
little.
what'd you do on the Gong? What'd you do a song?
I love your toes.
Aw, that's so
It,
sweet.
it made a lot of money. It was cute. It was not gonged, but
Did you
Yeah,
get
they
I have
did-
dirtier ones, but I'll
As
do those.
Chuck Barris told you, they wouldn't dare gong you. You're too cute, and he was absolutely right.
Wow, this
Yeah,
is
I went to 4 auditions.
I am so
Very interesting.
excited
But you're really funny.
it's 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, it totally
Hey,
is.
you know, Flip, that thing you just did, because I keep wanting to tell maybe the cruise line that I would do like a little extra show, because I've got 100 pages of jokes kind of like that I would do with some sort of music, but I've never asked them if they wanted to see anything like that. Have you ever thought about doing an extra little thing like that, or you don't want to?
Well, I mean, honestly, the bass is part of my show that I do on the ship anyway. But like I said, I have a dirty version, which goes over a lot, really well. I've tried the clean one a few times, and I get a lot of the and then
Yeah.
So it's not quite. It's like on the ship, it's 2 clicks beyond acceptable groans, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The Mitch
Well, I
had
do-
thumbs down.
Well, I do a section I call jokes that get me fired, and they're dirty-ish. They're PG-13, but and those do really well. I just like to do like a whole little section of them. And
Are you on Carnival?
Carnival and Celebrity,
Okay.
and
But I mean,
Princess.
Carnival,
Mostly
like, I don't-
Celebrity now. The what?
Carnival, because I don't do Carnival, but I heard that you can, they love it when you go really dirty.
Oh no, yeah, no. Carnival, you can do. Oh yeah, we do. No, and Celebrity now. No, Celebrity, we have an adult show. You can do whatever you want. But I just, the ones I've written aren't that dirty. And
I like
so,
Yeah, we're
and I
trying to bring Chuck along slowly.
Yeah, Chuck's 18. We have an 18-year-old in this show that just graduated from high school.
Yeah.
Condolences.
I know. So, all right. Well, thank you. That was wonderful. I don't know what you were worried about, because that was incredible. So thank you so much. Where are you
thanks.
going?
Tip your servers and don't forget the band.
Where are you headed?
Actually, I'm doing some Florida shows this weekend. I'm at Sadman Comedy Cafe in Boca Raton, and next weekend I am at Snappers in Fort Myers, Florida. And then I took all of July off from ships.
Wow.
Because I am actually moving. I could show you I'm packing up as we speak.
Wow.
So it's my first time owning, so I'm very excited.
You just bought a house.
Yeah. So, but I'm taking all of July off to move and get everything settled before I go back out on the ships for literally the rest of the year.
In Florida?
I'm sorry?
You're living in Florida, bought in Florida?
Yep.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's so
Congratulations.
great. Thanks. Time for kids. All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks, partner.
All right. And
Thank
now
you
you're
guys.
gonna do
Thanks for
it.
having me.
You bet.
Do it.
Oh, me? Okay, let's do this.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
I call this Ode to Flip. That's enough. Let's go on to the next thing.
That was it?
That's it.
The
We're out of
intro was
time.
worth it.
I like it when the intro thing is longer than the thing.
That's right. Okay.
Time to beg for money. Here we go. Gonna beg some money.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover for a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Okay, where am I? Hey, Facebook, we learned something today. Patti Vasquez gives all the money she gets to charity and people who need it.
Worthy causes.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. I wish we'd give her more. We're not gonna.
I didn't know we were giving her
Please
money.
do.
We are. We give her
Wow.
money. Hey, I'm telling you right now.
My mom says give her more money. She's right there.
Oh,
Don't
she's
mess
right
with
there.
her.
Wait a minute. Let's bring her up.
Wait,
Oh,
what's
you
going
brought her
on?
from California to your house?
No, we're in Chicago. We're at home.
Mom!
Oh, hey, look, hi.
Wow.
How's it going?
Mom.
Patty's mom has got it going on.
Yes.
Don't lose her.
Chicago.
Yeah, don't lose her.
Don't lose her.
Gotta hang on to
Okay,
her.
well, back to begging for money. See you later.
Hey, everyone.
So Patty's giving her money away. And, well, Steve, of course, you and Patty are the only people I've ever sent a 1099 to. So that's kind of fun.
And I sent it right back.
And you sent it right back and said, screw you, pal.
Yeah,
So
I don't
anyway,
need this paperwork.
go to virtualcomedyshow.com. You know, some of that money is going to charity. And Flip is moving houses, for God's sakes. And he's he wants to not have private mortgage insurance. So put down more than 20%, Flip.
Yes. I get that. I wish I didn't get that.
How you? Well, your house should be paid off a long time ago.
Should be.
Should be. He's got a mortgage, everybody. So pay that off. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com. Click donate to the comedians because we split that up every week. And
Carla, the
I wish
poop.
I took more. And Carla needs a couple. She needs money to change her name to Ulrich. That
Right.
costs a lot of money. You got to go to a judge to change your name. Do you know
Take
that?
your B, you take the B out of things. It's very expensive. In fact,
That's
if you
right.
run out
You
of toilet
take the
paper, we'll
B.
have to buy you an Iday.
That's right.
It's harder
And-
than getting a tattoo off.
You take the B out, then you're just an itch.
Ah,
Oh.
uncalled for.
I actually did.
Joe's gonna
have my
rip off
name-
that CPAP and come beat you up.
Wait a minute. What, Carla?
I had my name misspelled as old bitch one time. They left the R out. So.
In 10 years, it'll be old bitch. It'll be fantastic. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and we will use that money wisely. Okay, go.
Time for the worst joke of the week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever!
And it's so hard to choose.
Yeah, it is. I wrote this while I was jogging and listening to a podcast today. Here you go. Daisy Ridley is the star of the movie Young Woman and the Sea, about swimmer Trudy Ederle, who swam twice from France to England. Ridley said they shot for 9 days in the Black Sea, where experts told the actor that there was a chance of encountering jellyfish and mines that could explode at any minute. But her biggest worry was that she could be attacked by a shark, and Daisy was assured that there are no sharks in the Black Sea. When asked why there were no sharks, experts said, well, no one knew sharks had a taste for mines.
And now the entertaining closing credits. Watch carefully. It's
Watch
so
carefully.
much.
Hey, that
was the virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like we've done over 200 of these shows. Then we run out of things that rhyme with show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We appreciate your support of the virtual comedy show. With our budget of nada, nothing zero, we're a little less fancy than HBO. Still, every Monday it's the virtual comedy show. See you Monday at the virtual comedy show. It's at www.virtualcomedyshow.com. That's right.
We did it.
We did. Hey, got some viewer mail that I forgot to mention.
Go to gallery view if you want to stay and say hi.
Actually, no. Actually, spotlight me for a second because we did get some viewer mail. Some guy in Wisconsin, whose name I've forgotten,
You want me to
asked me.
You want me to go
I
back?
can't quite read all the stuff in that final thing. Can you please slow that down? So I'm going to go back to this. This. That helpful? Everybody good now? Okay, that's all I wanted to do.
Wait, why can't I?
And Brad's confused.
Okay. Oh, you got rid of yourself. Okay, great.
No, I'm still here.
No, but you were spotlit and now you're not. Are we?
No, but I don't. I'm going to unspotlight myself because I'm in gallery view.
My screen.
Hey, Chris Chandler's here.
Yay.
We can't see or hear him, but he's here. Hi, Chris Chandler.
Speaking.
There he is.
Hi, Chris.
How's it going? And where are you?
I am in Austin, Texas.
Good place to be. Kerrville?
No, Kerrville's just ended, and I am going on the road tomorrow. We're doing a bunch of shows on the West Coast.
Wow, cool.
Sporting
Hey,
a
we
new
know people
book.
on the West Coast. Are you playing anywhere near Los Angeles?
I am playing Los Angeles in early September. It'll be
Sulu,
a
write
long
that
tour.
down. You
Okay,
guys
I'm
don't know
gone
each
in
other,
the
but-
6th, but when early, like the first week?
The first Friday, I think September 6th. I'm playing at your
That's when
friend
I'm
Justine's
leaving
house.
for
Yeah,
Iowa.
that's when she's leaving because you're coming.
But-
Oh, well.
Well, where? So I'll tell other people.
In Sherman Oaks.
Oh, that's not. I'll tell my
Her
friends.
neighborhood.